All right. Oops. All right, here we go. So when you clicked on that first puzzle piece and you're reading through your lesson, it would talk about the wellness plan on the 3rd page. Now you see that the wellness plan word is in a different color, which means it's a document. You can click it, and then you'll see down at the bottom that it's a Word document. So you can access the wellness plan that way, or when you go back, let me go back. On the main page of your lesson, just keep on scrolling through play and plan until you see where it is. So start here, keep on going down. You see your fitness assessment, which is your baseline of finding your baseline. What do you run a mile in? Your sit and reach. A lot of you submitted the videos of you doing those assessments. Okay, that was for the first one. Go on past that and you'll see it right here in the green puzzle piece. You can click that if you want to start out so you already have an idea of what you'll be doing, because it's going to take you a week to complete. Okay, so if you do it this way, there's a video you could watch right here, or you can the text version. So if I click that, let's see where it went. Here it is. It's going to talk about each component of your wellness plan. So your workouts, this is where you're tracking your workout routine. What type of activities are you doing? Are you walking, running, having tennis lessons, swimming, hiking, doing the dishes, whatever physical activity you're gonna log, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, setting goals. A lot of you have completed your discussion base and you talked about how you learned the importance of setting goals. Now, setting goals is also important through everyday life. Some of you might play sports, might have a job, and you have to prioritize yourself, and we'll talk about that in a second. Your health data, keeping records of important information. A lot of you didn't know how to find your target heart rate, so you learned that, which is great. And then writing things down. You'll see later on in the course when you are logging what you eat, how much of an eye-opening experience that is to see maybe you are not eating enough or eating too much of something. So writing things down, even your workouts and all that, kind of lets you have a different perspective of your actual health. Okay, so there's that. So you can click on to the second page now, and it's going to kind of break this down for you. So finding the time, this is where you're going to prioritize your schedule. All right, believe in a higher power. That should always come first on your list. Then your family. Some of you had let me know that you had a death in the family or you're on vacation with your family. So a higher power, family, then your schoolwork, and then maybe a job and sports and that kind of thing. However you think is important to prioritize your time. And that is also a reason why I give you that pacing guide, because it helps you have deadlines to help keep you keep this course in order for you and you don't fall behind. All right, moving on to the next element, which is your physical. So physical goals, okay? Maybe you want to try to get more sleep, because you'll learn that getting enough sleep is important. It's summer, so some of you might be sleeping in. Some of you might be working late hours, and then you have to monitor and adjust that part. Emotional, that is a huge important part of your overall health. We all have to meet our emotional goals. So you'll learn a little bit about that later on in the course as well. But that is extremely important. Social, okay? Some of you, when you call me for questions or you're discussion based, aren't used to making phone calls because we all just text now. So it's a great way to get you learning how to communicate better and completing those calls via the phone versus through email or text. So it is important that you call me for those wellness or for those discussion-based assessments. And I sent out a message tonight that you only have to do 2. There's 1 for each unit, but you only have to complete 2. So after you've completed 2, you'll just be omitted from the rest of them. All right, then here's some academic goals. So you're going to be setting goals in all of these categories. The 4th page, click on over. Kind of breaking it down for you. And then here's another link of where you find that document if you didn't find it in that first green puzzle piece. Okay, so if I click that again, then it pulls up that Word document and you want to go ahead and save it. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, Module 1 Wellness Plan. It's already right there for you. Okay, hit my save. So I know it's there. So when I start typing in it, I'll know I saved it, and just keep hitting save so you don't lose it. Here is those domains which we just talked about of where you write a goal for each thing. So you click right on there and just type in a goal, okay? And then answer the reflection questions. You write it's all right here for you. Then you just write your answer. And then here's how you calculate your heart rate. Then you'll have a question on that underneath the blue where it says answer. Just hit and start typing there. Section 3 is your fitness assessments, which you should have already completed before you got to this. And that's where you get these base results, okay? And that's where you're gonna log your stuff. So this is where it gets a little confusing because we're in summer, so this is an accelerated course. Normally you would have the whole semester to complete it. And that's where you will see some different numbers here. But for the most part, your numbers are gonna be pretty accurate to the same because you're not, like if you did, you might remember doing the FitnessGram in 8th grade or whenever, and you did it at the beginning of the year, the middle, and the end of the year. And you should see some, kind of good results in there of improvement. Here, that might be the exact same, and that's completely okay because we only have until August to get this done. So for your mile, so say for your baseline results, you got in 12-minute mile. So you just put there 12 minutes. Maybe I ran it again and I got 13 minutes. So I just put my 13 in there. And you just go on through and do the same exact exercises you did in that assessment. And then you answer the questions. This is where it gets a little tricky. So your physical activity log. So you should have 420 minutes a week of physical activity. And that's where you're logging all what you did. So put the date. So today's the 24th. So I'll put 6/24. I went for a 3. Let's go down a little bit. I went for a 3. I'm gonna make this box bigger. 3-minute jog for a warm up. Then I did 45 minutes of swimming. Oops, you can put that over here. And so forth. But make sure you equal out 420 minutes. Now, some of you might have the same activities every week. I know we have a lot of tennis players in this class. So if you're taking tennis lessons 3 days or 3 times a day, you're gonna have probably the same workout, but make sure those dates are being changed if you're putting the same thing on all of the wellness plan. Just make sure you change those dates. Come on down. And in the lesson, you would have learned about the FIT principle, which stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. So my frequency, they give you an example, 3-mile bike ride, okay? I rode this route times a week. That's what you put in your explanation of what you did. All right, fitness tracker. If you don't, you can skip that step. I have no problem if you don't have anything to track your fitness. I'm totally fine with you skipping that. You know, as long as everything's logged on this log, that's all I care about. So I'll repeat that. You can skip that fitness tracker if you don't have anything to track your fitness. Module 1, wellness plan results. This is where you're gonna write down all of your stuff for the week. Like I said, some of this is going to be repetitive from week to week. Just make sure those dates get changed. All right. And then this first one is a little shorter, and that's worth 140 points. You'll see that the other ones are up to about 220 points. So after you've filled this out, make sure you hit save. Then you're going to go back into your course. Scroll down. Remember that hand holding the piece of paper is where you submit work. So module 1 wellness plan. Here's the hand holding the paper. You click it. I'm on a teacher version, so mine looks a little bit different than you, but you'll see you hit add submission. Okay. And then if I had it over here, okay, you just drag it into the box. Hit save changes. And then it will show that I submitted it, okay? And then if you go back, where am I here? Then you move on to that discussion base is what I talked about. You click on the green puzzle piece, just move yourself right on down the page or follow your pacing guide, okay? A lot of you understood this already, but I just wanted to make sure I showed how to access those. So if I'm moving on to my next lesson now, because I've already completed that, moving into play and focus, I might scroll down till I see, you see it's at the end of the lesson, but I need the whole week to start filling it out. So I might click on Wellness Plan 2 first, go through the objectives just like I did for the first one, find that document, most likely is on the last page, click it, then you see it comes up as a Word document, and I'll go ahead and save that, and then let me let it open up here. Yep. Yep. I don't know why it didn't come up for me here. There it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this right away and kind of scroll through so I know what I'm doing. So I kind of get a head start, look at it all, Understand I'm going to be doing some muscular strength stuff here. So now I got an idea of what I got to do. So then I'll go back and then click on the first green puzzle piece of that next lesson right here. Play with focus pre-test and start there and work your way through. But then if you get the wellness plan downloaded first, then it makes a little bit more sense of what you need to complete throughout the week. All right. Anybody have any questions? I see there's a chat. If everything should be up to date with grading. So if there is an email that you've sent that I haven't graded, go ahead and email me again or text me and let me know that you're missing something so we can go ahead and get that taken care of. Make sure you're checking click on that grade tab that's over on the left side of the course to see your grade. And I can always, I had a couple parents send me asking for a grade report as well, so I can, and students, I've texted you pictures of your grade report. If that's something you need, just text me and I'll send it to you immediately. But I will be, everything should be up to date as of yesterday. Any questions? All right. If you're good, you can go ahead and sign off. I'll wait a second just in case we got some questions. And thanks for tuning in.